Alright, today we're going to be playing some Devil May Cry 2. We ended up finishing Devil May Cry 1 in our last episode, so we're going to go ahead and start Devil May Cry 2. We can play as Dante or Lucia. I didn't know this was an option. We'll go with Dante. Why not? I don't know if there's actually different storylines in the fact that if we choose one or... the graphics really did not change that much, but alright. It'll be interesting to see the combat changes or whatnot. Interesting. So it looks like Lucia has a form of a devil trigger. I hate to see underwater levels never turn out well. Well, that's not concerning at all. Oh no, please don't tell me we get another final boss where it's just flying section. Don't do it. Hopefully they learned from the last one that that was not a good thing, although something tells me that may not be the case. Every time, dude. Sorry about that. Every time. I already see here that Dante has actually aged up a little bit, or at least it seems like he's aged up a little bit in comparison to
in a time long
1.
since past. In an age of darkness, when the earth was overrun with demons and humans were powerless under their rule. Humanity's hope lived in a demon named Sparda.
We've heard this before.
With a spirit unlike any other, and wielding the sword that bore his own name, Sparda eradicated the demons.
Alright, that's different looking for sure.
And now, the legend of Sparda
Are those supposed to be
has been
harpies?
inherited by his son, a demon slayer, Dante.
Hey, there we go. Man, I wish those regular guns that he had in the first one did that much damage. They did, like, absolutely nothing. They were good on a few boss fights, other than that.
You called?
Till next time, son of Sparda.
Why does that low-key remind me of, like, the Petra voice actor from Fire Emblem? It's probably not the same, but it sounds similar. Toward the north, the Hunter of Dark Blood will realize his destiny. Guidepost for the Hunters, Chapter 1, Clause 3. Alright, first mission, let's get it. Of course, gotta land in style. So guns are square. O is an actual roll, and it's not based off of where I'm. Oh my, it's already beautiful. You're telling me I can roll in this game with a single button press and not 3 of them? And have one of the buttons literally be dependent on the character's actual positioning itself? Oh, it's beautiful already. Red orb, crystal will condense demon blood. Use it to gain new power. Alright. I'll be taking this, if you don't mind. Still kind of wish there was a sprint in this game. Maybe there is, you know? Maybe we just haven't seen it. Interesting. So R1 triangle seems to be a pierce. R1 square is guns, although you can use guns from square itself. I'm sure they'll give us some more tutorial-esque part at some point. I'm just trying to figure out some of the controls beforehand, since they didn't have the control menu in this one, which seems kind of weird. Like, the first one actually had a little bit, although the controls were pretty garbage regardless, so it didn't really matter all too much. Alright, now we're forced to go the other way. Can we actually get inside? Probably not, right? I can run up walls now? Alright, okay, I'm seeing it. I like that idea. It probably makes life a lot easier than trying to have to, like, platform jump off of everything. So, the jumping left many things to be decided. Can I interact with this game? No, I guess not. Oh, I can actually jump over that. Interesting. I wasn't entirely sure if it was going to allow me to do that. I was thinking maybe we can do something with cannon, but not look at the case. I was wondering if this is going to lead us to a new area, but no, it just looks like it led us to some extra currency there. I'll go ahead and take that. I'm going to imagine the cannons are more for decoration at this point, considering there's multiple of them. I'll be taking this. There really no run button? Man. The controls are already a step up from the first one, which I absolutely appreciate. 3 buttons for a roll is just so dumb. Oh, no longer the case. Alright, that's some different enemy design. Agging of enemies? That would say. Alright, well, guns are putting in work. Looks like they actually kind of, I would say, upgrade these guns and the fact that they have this knockup available to them. They also seem to do, like, some form of actual damage. We don't really have much of a downward swing, which could be bad for short enemies. That might be something that gets fixed later in some of the skills that we get, but right now it'd be very difficult to hit small enemies, the way our attack chain is set up. Well, hello. Well, not really going to be able to hit these ones too well with our sword here. Oh, somebody else is flying up there. Got a few more chilling over here. Alright, well, just gotta go ahead and keep blasting them there. How did I do this last time? I guess I pressed O in order to run up the wall, though it looks like we only get a certain amount of the wall that we can run up, a certain amount of time, I should say. Went ahead and grabbed that. Looks like we cleared out the rest of the, I'm gonna assume that there are these. Although they don't call them harpies, which you think they would if they were harpies, but that's sensible. Went ahead and cleared them out here. You can actually jump in the water here. I knew they would hide something in the water. They usually, it's a very common practice as such. Alright, we can't run. We can run up that wall, just not very far. Excuse me, sorry about that. Alright, so we were able to get up here. Question is, do we want to go up here just yet? We can also might be able to enter that door over there. I'm thinking that we can. Alright, so we're back over here. We've already been here, so I'm gonna say we're clear in this area for everything that we're looking for. No, okay, we're still climbing the area. Alright then. You guys will have to let me know in the volume if it's too loud or not. I keep adjusting it because the sound effects are slightly louder in this game than some of these other ones here. Wow, get absolutely launched. We have so much of better, just regular combos immediately available to us, which is really nice, because the first one didn't really afford us such a luxury. It was basically a 3 standard hit combo, which it wasn't like it was a necessarily bad combo or anything, it was just, it just didn't offer a lot of variety. The guns feel so much more useful, these regular versions anyways. I'm surprised this man actually tried to follow me down here. Oh, and a wall to run up there? Yeah. Although, if you don't go high enough, then it just recoils you back. Something I'll have to get used to here. Man, even walking in this game is loud, but they didn't give me the option to actually play around with the sound settings here. Yeah, no. Alright, well. Exit. You can't exit that without pressing the exit button? That's a little weird. Even the first one was better at that than that. Kind of strange, but okay. Very strange how some of the things they actually improved so far in the game, whereas some of them they actually made worse from the first one. Not to say that it's not necessarily a common thing that happens between the games, but a little bit of a strange design choice, shall we say. Should count as an extra life, yes. Crystal generated by immortals with the power of resurrection. Alright, yeah. So we're gonna assume that's a 1-up here. Alright, regular enemies, we looking at a boss, what are we looking at here? I guess the game just auto-targets enemies for me, because why it wouldn't just choose the enemy that was right next to me, he knows, but here we are. Trying to figure out where the dude's even at. Oh, there you are. Well, get juggled. Looks like we might be building our way up to the devil trigger, or at least I assume that would be the yellow bar right there. Use our guns there to stagger him a little bit. Not giving up already, are you? Our first hit of the run. Well, time to restart. Psych, we're not doing hitless. It would be an interesting challenge, but, you know, we'll just play it as if it's a regular game, shall we? This should be our upgrade center here. A statue of God that's controlling time. You can gain power by offering the red orbs. Increase the power of your sword, increase the power of your guns. Increase item here. What do we got out of items? A special stone with vital force recovers a small amount of HP, recovers a large amount. Devil trigger, we've seen those before. Holy star. Divine blessings that'll purify your body. That's kind of unfortunate. Sounds like we're gonna have status effects in this game. This will allow you to avoid enemy attacks up to 3 times. That sounds very good for like boss fights and whatnot. The ability to just guarantee dodge 3 attacks and you can have up to 3 of them. So you're telling me if we had all 3 at one point, we could dodge, we're guaranteed to dodge 9 enemy attacks. At least that's how I read it anyways. That would be very strong. A crystal of vitality force that'll increase the capacity of your, okay, max HP, and increase the devil trigger. Everything is expensive in there. Okay. Rebellion sword, 5,000. Okay, everything, 10,000 for guns? Wow. Okay. Everything real expensive in this game so far compared to the last one. Although the last one was expensive too, but the numbers weren't as exaggerated. Clearly, they want me to go this way after showing the cutscene. We are locked down now, so who are we fighting here? Hopefully you guys aren't annoying as some of the other enemies we've been fighting beforehand. Oh, well, devil trigger button's still the same. Absolutely owned. Yeah, it turns out the guns are so much better so far than the actual sword in that form. Just because of how much faster we can take these guys out, and from range too, so we don't have to worry about them getting all too close here. You actually not dead. Everything has such high knockback in this game, it's so nice. It probably won't be the same once we get farther into harder enemies, right? But like right now, we are just kind of bullying these guys. Considering it's the first mission, first level, however you like to refer to it as, I can't imagine it being all too difficult. Now what do we have here? Is it O to pick it up? It is. A key to unlock an iron barred door. Then anything around here that they're trying to hide from me. In the original game, they were hiding actual items and whatnot from us, so it's taking a little bit of time to look around here in case that ends up being the thing on this one. So far, not really seeing that. We probably have to use this key right here to break free. Yeah, you've used the key. The interactions are a little strange in the fact that you think they would make them a little more obvious in what you could interact with within the area. But hopefully that doesn't play too much later. Can't help but feel like I'm being led down a path here. Alright, well, somebody woke up. Owned. The aerial combat is so much better in this game. At least, like, the ability to use your weapons in the air feels like an actual thing you can do, whereas in the first one, it was iffy at best, we'll say. This auto-target do be messing me up, though, because it keeps picking different targets. There must be a way where I can change the reticule. If I can, I need to figure that out soon, so that way I can actually fight enemies that I'm actually looking to fight immediately. Because I'm taking dumb damage for no reason. Okay, come on, man. Any reason to be on the roof so far? Not necessarily from what I'm seeing here. There were a few orbs chilling around here somewhere along the line. Down this way, alright. I assume those are showing us the actual quote-unquote correct path to get through. Are we supposed to know Lucia from something? Like, am I missing something? We went from 1 to 2, yet she's a completely, or at least to me, a completely new character here. Saved. Oof, these graphics. Mission clear, alright. Items used, stylish average, damage, what? Okay. Seems to be a bit more generous on the rankings here, as opposed to the last one. We're also getting judged a lot more on different things. Alright, well, let's keep it going, shall we? Probably do a similar format to Devil May Cry 1 that we did, and that'll probably be hour-long episodes or so. It's like 1 is a little too short because that would have been like 20 minutes or whatever, right? As opposed to like an hour-long one. I don't know, you guys will have to let me know. You guys want to see 1 mission per video? You want to see potentially like 2? Let's see.
Oh, you have arrived, son of Sparta.
What is that, the Staff of Hermes? I believe we've seen that before.
You knew him?
Oh, yes. We are the guardians of this land, Vidumali. Our clan once fought against the demons with Sparta, son of Sparta. We must ask this favor of you. You see, there's a man who's transformed our land into a demon's paradise. His name is Arius. And although he is the president of an international public corporation, he uses the demon power. Please deal with Arius and his master for us.
Looks like it's your lucky day.
They have a Trish coin? Really?
Wonderful.
Alright then.
I am very pleased. It leads to a harbor.
Interesting to see that we haven't actually
If you are
seen Trish so
successful,
far.
I will tell you a story about your father, son of Sparta.
Somehow everybody knows Sparta in here. The aerial heart will give the hunter the chance to reach the skies. Okay. Power-ups, we can still do this before the beginning of the mission. We're up to 3K. It looks like the mission clears are actually a lot more rewarding than the last one. The last one we really did not get that many orbs. We were getting like 350 orbs usually, which was not very good. The guard protects the silence of the underground tomb. You must defeat it. Okay. Well, get defeated, nerd. Oh no, here we go. Every time, every Devil May Cry so far always gives me Resident Evil vibes, which, of course, considering being the people that made Resident Evil also made this game, it's not too much of a step out there to say that there's not some intentional feeling that they put behind that. Can't strike them early, you have to wait until they fully spawn up. I mean, fair enough, right? Otherwise you could, like, absolutely wreck them. I know really how they expect us to get, like, a fantastic style score early on when they're giving us so little enemies, and they're, like, so weak at this point as well. Yeah, the one with the wheels needs to die because he has actual range. These guys don't seem to have any range, in which case we can kind of just bully them here. Alright, so we've got some destructibles within the area. So if I end up running into them, that could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on what our reward or punishment is for doing so. Should I know what this is? Oh, it's just a blood farm location. Let's go. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm gonna assume that, the sword's fine there. I wonder if guns would have been better, but I'm also not entirely sure, because then you could absolutely spam that for blood orbs. But something tells me I'm not that lucky. It was still a good farm regardless. We got quite a few as a result of that. Yeah, well, apparently there's something over there they want me attacking. Oh, these will just randomly fly at me. Yeah, alright, well, all of you guys can get going down then. So it's looking like it wants me to go through there. And whether or not we are actually able to open it yet or not is a different story. Probably have to do something over here. And see a doorway. Alright then. Some Resident Evil-esque puzzles here. We were actually able to dodge it that time, but I guess we'll go ahead and take this for the time being. Ooh, alright, blue orb fragment. Grab enough of those and we can max our HP out. Love to see that. Nothing else I'm really seeing there, so it looks like we could go straight through this door here. This is looking to be a mighty puzzle, isn't it? Light a blue flame, then the way will be... Oh. Okay. Did I not do it quick enough? I don't know if there's actually a penalty for not clearing all of these. I don't think so, because I don't know, like, they take too many hits at the moment for me to be able to clear them as quick as what they're asking for. So I'm gonna assume that this is just supposed to be a bit of a fun mini game of just, break the balls for him. Yeah, okay, alright. A little bit of a break from the action. Don't mind it. Oh, the roll. The roll is so much better than the first one. Oh man, it feels like an actual roll. It would have made the first one so much easier, which honestly makes me think that they made the roll intentionally bad in order to make the game a bit more difficult. But what do I know, right? They gotta be hiding something somewhere. I suppose that's supposed to be a light source, but considering the area is relatively well lit here, so fine in that regard, that looks like a thing that's going to drop me in. So let me grab this for us before whatever happens here. The Savage Golem, huh? Oh, okay, you guys have over health shields. Alright then. Looks like our guns didn't do all too well against him, but he is dead. I do kind of wish they actually updated the drops from the enemies much quicker after you end up killing them. All right, baited. Pyromancers, absolutely not. Well, have fun trying to charge that while getting spammed. I'm very surprised we didn't end up getting hit there by that fire, but I'll take it. I guess we need time to jump correctly to get out of it. Alright, what you guys hiding over here? It seems like we're getting very close to max HP increase already. Alright. It looks like the frames of, like, where actually things are getting affected within the map seems to be a bit better, too. Oh, oh, of course. Alright, button spam intensifies. There we go. I think you can actually hold it, but spamming, I'm pretty sure, is just faster. Alright, we got ourselves yet another doorway open here. There's a pyromancer somewhere. Don't know exactly where that would end up being, but alright. Oh, well, hello there. Hey, hi, how are you? I'm shooting the ground? Interesting. Well, he's somewhere around here. Got him. Another one? Alright, if you guys insist. Yeah, I suppose if they're gonna keep spawning, I'll just keep killing them. A little bit. Alright, looks like we cleared them all out. Let's go ahead and continue, shall we? Am I supposed to know what this does? Okay, that can clear doorways for us. Interesting. Now the question is, do we take the way that we originally opened, or do we go through that door? Okay. The Savage Golem. He actually did manage to hit me there, although I'm not necessarily sure what he hit me with. Thankfully, these golems don't seem to be the smartest of things working out for me, because these guys are relatively tanky, at least in comparison to the other enemies we've been fighting here. Nah, I should have waited there for the stuff. Okay. Alright then, so we know this doorway, but we can also check out the other door that we had opened. Unless the doors that we moved actually block us from that way now. No, this would have been the door that had opened. The question now is the way we went... The fact that they put a... upgrade center there makes me think that's the correct way of going. So we'll go ahead and open up that last area that we had been through. And, well, let's see if we get this right or wrong. Is this the correct way or not? This is the doorway back to where we originally came in. Alright, well, you know, figured that one out real quick. It's still a little janky from when you switch from room to room or like camera angle to camera angle because it switches the controls around on you a little bit. But it's really not too bad. It's generally something you can expect with games with fixed camera angles. It's probably the best way to put it. We don't have enough for anything here. HP is surprisingly cheap. Who knows how well it actually is if you can hold 30 of smalls and 10 of littles. Devil Trigger in this game seems to be much, much harder to actually proc. So they probably are trying to force you into buying the Devil Star items in order to be able to really make progress towards it. Some dude throwing the blades at me over here. You gotta go. Looks like as long as I keep moving, they can only really throw in a straight line after some set time, in which case we can dodge it relatively easily. Just pepper spray them a little bit so that way they can't focus the spell, and go ahead and clean them up. Nope. Oh, you guys coming in? Show me what you got. Alright, how about Devil Trigger? Now let's really see what you got going on. And... Alright, all of nothing. Good, very good. Making life real sorts of easy there. Did we actually need the Devil Trigger there? Probably not. Step on this plate and your magic power will be recovered. Oh, it just instantly feeds you Devil Trigger. Oh, that is beautiful. Alright, definitely got to remember that for later parts. You're telling me I could have just Devil Triggered for free there? I mean, that's essentially what we did. Are we getting a Devil Trigger upgrade? Is that what that's supposed to be? Aerial Heart, a magic stone with the heart of a flying demon bird. Great. Guess that means we're able to fly a bit now. Probably have to do Devil Trigger for. Okay, I just gotta spam X in order to get up there. Interesting. So you actually use Devil Form in this mode in order to go around the areas. That's interesting. I don't mind that change. Although if they're gonna require it for movement, I feel like we either need to get it ever so slightly faster in order to not be as punishing, so we could still use it for combat as well as exploring the area. We'll see how they end up balancing that. The key to the next journey begins and ends with death. Okay. Power-ups. I'm really liking the guns right now. Just, it seems like very relatively strong range damage already, so then to upgrade them even more. Swords increases the power of your sword, where this seems to just say your guns, although it looks like it's specifically that one. Whether or not we realistically want to upgrade those yet or not is a different thing. Not looking like we actually need regular collectibles at the moment. Increasing our Devil Trigger is always something. We'll leave it for the time being until we get a better idea of what we need so far, because right now it seems like we're relatively set. I wonder if secret missions will be a thing in this game. They were in the first one, although I don't think there was really too many of them to begin with in the first one. I think there's maybe 5, I want to say, and we ended up finding 2 of them, so. Alright, so they don't really give you a directions game. They do give you a map, but... Alright, somebody spawned somewhere. Not exactly sure where, but I am hitting them. Camera angle's still a bit cursed, but it's what you expect for having a fixed camera angle game. Alright, in terms of enemy priorities, it's definitely the ones with the blades that need to go first of these kinds, and then like all the other kinds don't really matter, like we kind of just bully them. Try and see if we can keep this style gauge up a bit more. We did actually end up being able to get it to A there. We did not get it to S, which is something I'll look to do later. Assuming we get enough enemies in order to be able to do so. Excuse me. Hammer time, man. Alright, we picked up a little bit there. Did they just respawn again? I thought we had killed all of you guys, but maybe they ended up respawning here. Yeah, looking like they're just gonna respawn over here. That's fine. We'll clear out these guys for the time being, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the next area. It looks like the guns can actually be used as a combo extender. It doesn't seem to increase your actual rating itself, but it looks like you're able to keep up your combos so long as you're landing hits. Got another goat wing chilling over here. Ah. Okay, he's just gonna keep spamming, so we gotta find him and get rid of him real fast. Ooh. They're trying alright. Maybe if we just keep jumping, maybe we'll be okay. So far, it's looking like a yes. Although, I guess if I had just used Devil Trigger and flew, then it wouldn't have been such an issue. Yeah, he definitely seemed Devil Trigger worthy, just to negate some of the damage we had been taking up until that point. upgrade anything, not now. So we can go through that door. We're gonna leave that red orb right there for the time being, so that way I can remember to go into that door later. I'm thinking we go ahead and come back this way and check out, see if we missed anything along our run there. Still need a run button in this game. That's something that still needs to happen, but that's alright. We're relatively quick. Not as fast as I would like us to be, but relatively quick. They probably have to not give you a run button in order to be able to balance out the speed a bit easier between regular enemies and ourselves. This is cursed trying to grab this. It's like right at the seam of splitting to a second camera change. Now, we could have gone that way originally, but we ended up fighting the goat man there, so let's go ahead and check out this area, shall we? That's a smooth fragment right there. Alright, worthwhile. Doesn't look like anywhere else we can go over here. Seems like we have a very bad habit of picking the correct way where we should be going. Okay, you know what? We dealt with you guys plenty of times. We're just moving you out of the way and going on. I doubt they respawn next to us in order to be able to catch up to us. They're probably set within that region just for like farming purposes. Not that we've needed it as of so far. Interesting that we're not using the Sparta sword from Devil May Cry 1 that we ended up gathering the first time. Or the, what they call it before, the Strong Edge, Strong Force, something along those lines, that eventually turned into the Sparta sword. Now we're using the Rebellion sword. Well, you're looking mighty devil trigger worthy there, friend. Of course, I ended up using all of that on the goat thing, which is probably intentional, if I had to guess. Alright, bullet spam intensifies here. Looks like they're leaving a little bit of HP around for us around the map, but something tells me it's not going to be too big of an issue based on the way the guy's moving so far. I mean, we could sword play him right, but like we're straight up getting free shots on this guy. This man had 2 HP bars on him, alright. Oh, he spawned regular minions for once in his life. Okay, you know what? Honestly deserved. Alright, you wanna be like this? Let's do it, you know? Ah. He knocked us into HP. Thanks for that, I guess. Sword definitely doing more damage, but our guns were beyond safer. Okay. Devil trigger time. Let's do it. Kind of hard to see what we're doing here, but we are indeed using our Devil Trigger sword. A key to unlock a huge gate blocking a passage from the station to the harbor. Monkeying around. What a trophy. There's something over here. Is it a magic spot? No, it's just some decoration, I guess. Alright then. Any more HP they got lying around here? No, probably. Alright, where am I trying to go here? Is it you? No. Yeah, you know, like some way a better way to define what door is the one we're looking for would have been great. Maybe I'm missing it. It might be in this area and I just overlooked it. But as cursed as the camera angles are, it's very easy to end up missing some of this stuff here. I wonder if we could have, like, knocked down these pillars or something. Probably not. I might have trivialized the fight if that were able to happen. And pick up our, the rest of our HP. Alright, so now to find the door. Should count as the item. A key to unlock a huge gate blocking a passage from the station to the park. A huge gate, you say? What's our money looking like? 7,500. I'm tempted to buy a purple orb just to keep our devil trigger up because it's always very good. Use the key. All right. I had a feeling that might end up being the door that we need. We keep getting D damage. I'm gonna assume it's from using the guns too much, which seems kind of weird because it's just damage. So if it's doing the same damage we would have been doing with the sword, then why would you not just use the guns instead? But you know, maybe I'm thinking too hard on it. Mission 4. She has many arms but only one heart as she waits for the hunter deep in the water. Guns are 10,000. The sword is half as expensive, which you think you would want to go for, but I don't know. Getting the devil trigger upgrade would be nice to you. And we could get 2 for the price of upgrading the swords once. Who knows how much it actually upgrades the devil trigger by, though, and who knows how much upgrading the guns does. So. Really? Nothing else to that spot, huh? Take that. That's a blue fragment right there. I'll absolutely be taking that as soon as I figure out how to get over to it, that is. From Syra. Alright, we've seen plenty of you guys before. Nothing new here. Can absolutely just punt it all over the place. I'll be taking that. I think that was just a straight up max HP upgrade because it didn't call it a fragment, it called it an actual orb, like something we could have bought out of the store there. Probably should be farming these guys for double trigger procs, but here we are. I can't even hit them half the time because they're too low to the ground with my sword. Pepper spray them a little bit so that way they don't retaliate against us here, or at least they don't have too much of a way to do so. Really? We lost our style combo somewhere along the way there? How was that? Nah, probably waiting for more enemies to spawn in. I think we could just go through on the right there. But I do want to farm up our devil trigger here so that way we have access to it for later, just in case we actually need it. Don't want to necessarily run into a boss fight, need our devil trigger, and then not have it available to us, right? Although it looks like they're starting to not spawn now. Alright, so that was probably intentional that they had kept us there. Okay, I was thinking you could run through there, but does not appear to be the case. Can I break this, or they expect me to go over? I'm thinking they expect me... Or not? Or they just want to make it a really long breakthrough so you're forced to fight them all? Alright, that makes more sense. You think they would have done it in, like, more the general locked door style. That's a heal over there, which is kind of concerning because that means we should be fighting something they deem worthy of giving us a heal for. Yeah, well, they're just gonna hand over all the cash. How could I say no? Oh, beautiful. Check our guns on this. Oh yeah, it doesn't work at all. Alright, keep swinging. Swing as fast as you can, man. We are up to 10,000. Alright, something we have to unlock later from the looks of it. The water animation is so cursed. It's just set at different levels, and it doesn't look like natural at all. Is that gonna be a time thing? Oh, 100% is a time thing. Well, good thing for, like, keeping me within the area while it's going down already. Wouldn't want to, you know, make the run over there any easier or anything. Can we just go through the door? We can, which means there's actually something worthwhile over there. Alright, well, it's probably going to lock me in here now. It didn't. Alright, which means we can go ahead and attempt that over there. Assuming it actually still works, which is questionable. Unless the game needs me to recognize now that I open that. Although it looked like it was coming down over time, in which case it should be close. Yeah. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it wasn't counting as me hitting it. Maybe it's considering it glitched. But that cage was opening just a second ago, yet here we are not being able to do it yet again. Alright. I think I have to devil trigger over there to get there quick enough, as ridiculous as that is. Not even in Devil Trigger can I make that run quick enough. Okay, so I'm thinking we're gonna need to go forward, and then maybe we end up getting a speed upgrade or something. Because I have no idea how we're supposed to make it over there from this time, unless I can strike that from farther away, potentially using like my guns or something, but I still don't see that being the case. I know, we'll have to think on that one for a bit. They gotta be hiding something halfway decent in there, if that's the case. Alright, so far nobody's using the blade attack, which is beautiful, because that's how we end up losing a lot of our style combos as a result. Alright, well apparently we still managed to lose that somehow, somewhere along the way. Unfortunate. Alright, we still got one guy chilling over there. Is there anything down here within the area that we can grab? Not looking like it. Okay, game. The fact that we have access to double jump immediately and not having to buy it for an insane price is beautiful. So many quality of life changes in this one between the second one and the first one. Okay, this is probably going to be a speed upgrade or something. Otherwise, I have no idea how we're getting past that bridge. Unfortunate that I wasted some of our devil trigger to make it happen, but here we are. Quick heart. A magic stone with the heart of a running demon beast. Did we lose out on our aerial as a result of that? That seems kind of a strange thing if that ends up being the case. Are people gonna hate me if I upgrade the guns? Probably, right? They probably want to see more swords play. Dude, I still wouldn't mind getting some Devil Trigger upgrades just to be able to be in it longer. I'm thinking we do it. Right as I have enough for guns, too. You know what? We'll do sword. We'll do sword. 10k for level 2 sword. That's mighty expensive there. Hey, there we go. An extra life. Okay, so maybe those were... Maybe we had a few more of those hidden in the last couple of areas and I just didn't find them. Alright, so if Aerial Heart worked when we did Devil Trigger, presumably that's going to work the same for when we do Running Heart. Really? They managed to hit me because I landed on the thing rather than on them. Really? Alright, you guys are just spawning, not really making much of a difference. I guess my my swing height is cursed in order to be able to get that. Let's see how this works now. Gotta go fast. Yeah. Alright, yeah, that'll 100% work. Cursed. Absolutely cursed. Come on, man. Alright, so what happened there? We got stuck on the side of the wall, and it just absolutely ruined our chance. Feels bad, man. Yeah, if our gunshots counted towards this, we would have so much of a better start at this. Also, if it didn't make us watch this cutscene and lose like 1,000,000 time. Try and hug the wall more here so we can make this run. There we go. A little bit of HP, even though we're already at full. Would prefer it if they'd given me my Devil Trigger back. Well, that's looking like we might be able to go through that door, but they made this stairway up here, so a little bit of extra monies for us for being explorative. We can take those. Awkward timing to fight a boss right after we used our Devil Trigger. Wow. Alright, relatively difficult to dodge tentacles at point blank range. I feel like I should be fighting Ursula from Kingdom Hearts here with how this is looking. I definitely want to be dodging that poison there. I don't know how I ever attack this dude if these tentacles keep coming back. Looks like they only disappear for a little bit, so I probably need to knock out about 2 within the area to be able to attack the thing. Is there really no way for me to target? Like, I'm just forced to target wherever it's at? It's a very strange way to do it, but okay. Unless I'm just really missing something here. I feel like I'm missing something here. I just don't know what it is. Generally, avoid the poison breath, use the tentacles to get Devil Trigger back, and then bully the boss from the looks of it. All of that being easier said than done, of course. Alright, at some point I can reach on top of this thing. Oh no, I'm gonna get poisoned here, aren't I? So we gotta deal with the tentacles for a little bit for him to stop spamming poison, and then we can go ahead and work on it a bit. Alright, so looking to be the case. Knock about 2 of them out of the way and then bully him. Okay. Ow. Man, buying a little bit of HP probably would have been helpful here. Although we hadn't figured out what we need to do until later than normal. Ah, we did get some HP out of that. Okay, now we got Devil Form ready. If it actually lets me target who I want to target, we'll be okay. But not looking like it's gonna be that easy. Alright then. There's probably a way to cheese this to actually be able to target the boss a bit easier, but I have yet to figure out that case. So here we are. Use this time to dodge the poison while he's missing the poison, then we go in, we kind of just have to eat the tentacle attacks for the time being. Unfortunate. I'm stuck in midair. Okay. Gonna need some of these tentacles to be dropping a little more HP. There we go. Yikes. Alright, good thing we got that double trigger in time. Otherwise, we were looking mighty dead. And I'm pretty sure I'm poisoned right here as well. So I might actually end up dying as soon as I come out of Devil Trigger, depending on if it triggers the poison or not. Alright, looking like we're gonna live. Really? I can't reach this? There we go. I was like, what? Alright. Shotgun, scattering bullets in a wide area. The shotgun was extremely good in the first one, so I'm very happy to see its return. Did we just pass a blue orb or a blue orb fragment? Did I really miss that over there? I feel like no, I'm pretty sure we got that. We got a ton of orbs on there, and then we get that massive ranking bonus, and then we get the boss clear. It's beautiful. Seems like they realized they were a little stingy in the first one with the lack of money, the lack of resources in the first one. But it looks like they're making an improvement. Overall, this one, just quality of life changes is making this game feel so much better so far, and I look forward to playing more of it. So that'll be all for this episode. Appreciate everybody for coming out and watching the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Liking is the best thing for the YouTube video from what people have told me. So, if anything, make sure to go ahead and like it. Other than that, appreciate you guys, and we'll see you in the next episode of Devil May Cry 2.